Hey, welcome back to Sports Cards Analysis, everyone. I'm JT with another case break simulation. Today we got 2023 Topps 5-Star Baseball. Yeah, stick around. This is going to be a good product. This is a really nice looking product. And basically, if you haven't seen my videos, I'm going to provide you with tons of analysis and help you decide which teams to buy. Or if you already have a team in mind, tell you what you should expect. Lots of analytics here, tons crunching the numbers for you for free. Disclaimer: if you get hits because of the analysis that I provide you, I hope that's the case. I'm not going to ask you for anything. Keep those hits; those are yours. I just give you this stuff for free. But if you don't get a hit and you use my analysis to buy, that happens. Sometimes that happens. So please don't blame me. Use this. People seem to have some success. Some pretty cool looking cards here. Really awesome checklist. I think I like this product. So here we go. So. Let's get right into it. $17.49 at Steel City for a case of 5-star. And the reason why I mentioned that price is because what we want to do here is first things first. If you're buying into a break, you really should be focused on buying into probability, not buying player value. If you buy a team like the Red Sox and you're banking on getting, Carlton Fisk or, David Ortiz has like 300 autographs in this. If you're banking on that, you're playing the market wrong. You need to play probability, and the teams with the highest probability are the ones that you see here. This is the top 10. When you pay for the teams with the most autographs, you pay for the highest probability of hitting an autograph. And if you do that, what we do is we distribute the cost of this case across all of the cards in the checklist. There's thousands of cards in the checklist. We distribute that equally, and that is you paying for probability. So $144 would be a fair market value for the chance, the opportunity of hitting a Braves autograph. They have the most autographs in this by almost 1,000. Then you got the Red Sox, and then you can see the top 10 there. You can read down. Same thing, all cards are autographed in this set, even the base set, so they're the same. So we'll go through the first 3 pages there. Teams in order 1 through 30, and then I don't consider these dual auto cards, so I'm not going to go too much deeper there. But that is how you should look at this set. Don't look at the unique values for autographs. There's 142 unique autograph cards for the Yankees, but only 2,600 of them based on the print runs. Whereas there's only 124, which is 20 less. But they have more when you expand the print run. So keep that in mind. It's very important when you look at that. Now I've developed an algorithm to simulate 200 case breaks. This is why most people, I think, watch my channel. I simulate 200 case breaks. I assign a value, a price, to every single card in the checklist, run the simulation, provide average ROI over the 200 breaks. So this is a pretty realistic thing. I use things like pack odds. I use things like print runs and how the hobby boxes are configured. This one's all autographs, so it's a little different, but typically when there's a configuration where there's like parallels, inserts, memorabilia cards, all that stuff, that's all considered. And so then I run the simulation, which I feel is very realistic, and then I provide a bunch of metrics. But I also have developed this scale, this 1 through 5 scale of player values within the checklist, because people are always wondering, is this product worth buying? Is the checklist worth investing in? Some of these products have really garbage checklists, and no offense to the players and stuff in those checklists, but you don't pay a high-end price for. You're only getting 16 cards per case here. So, with that said, I rank the players 1 through 5, being like how profitable when you buy their cards or when you hit their cards in the case break. How profitable would those players be? And then I rank the product, because that's important. People need to know what they're getting, and I want people to know, Panini, Topps, Leaf, all these companies, are they actually providing real value to their customers? And in this case with 5-star, this is a pretty well distributed checklist. Everything's an autograph, so you're going to have the same score for total and auto. 3.8, that's actually really high if you're new to the channel. Sitting in the 3s and the high 2s is like where most products are. Almost nothing reaches 4. It would have to be all 4s and 5s for that to happen. But a 3.8 is very good. So this product actually does have a great checklist. I mean, there's cut autos of actors. There's cut autos of really great. Babe Ruth has a cut auto in this product. It's almost like, when doesn't Babe Ruth have a cut auto in a product? It seems at this point, but no, really well made checklist. They really didn't focus on the scrubs. So 3.8 out of 5, and that's just on a scale of 0.1 increments on tenths. So anyway, so now I run 200 case breaks, and I want you to know what the ROI is for all 200. So in this case, in this series of simulated case breaks, I divide the total. I add up all the ROI per team, and then divide it by 200. Whereas the next one I'm going to show you just for the cases where it hits, so that way you can kind of see how that differs. So overall, the Angels had the highest ROI total, and that was over 200 cases, 61.97 ROI. And this full product strength rankings, this is basically showing you which teams have the best checklists within each category. Typically, there's more categories. This is just autograph and total product, and they're the same. So what this means is, if we go 1 through, in order, the Braves have thousands of autographs in this. We saw that above. The Braves are the team to buy. They have the most. But they also have, this is a 2-point measurement, this ranking. It tells you it basically tells you which teams have the most value in dollars in the checklist. So it's not part of the simulation. This ranking is like, in the checklist, after I price all the cards, you'll get the most dollars out of the Braves if you bought every single case in this product. That's what this ranking means. So there's a lot of value there, and a lot of it, because this is a total autograph product, it's pretty much tied to the order of the same order as the teams. But typically, that's not the case. So keep that in mind. Braves have a ton of value here. I mean, we're talking Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones, Ronald Acuna Jr. has almost 100 autographs in this. We'll get to that, but really good stuff. So here's your top 10 in ROI for 200 case breaks. Here's your next 10, 11 through 20, and 21 through 30. We'll just stop there. You're getting pretty low. These numbers are low because you don't hit every single time. And I'm going to show you what that means. Oh, this category is like the no teams. So the cut autos of actors and stuff like that. Okay, so now instead of looking across 200 cases, let's look at just when that team hits. And so this table is really easy to read. You just look at the team and the hit type, and typically there's more than just autographs, but in this case it's all autos. And you look across this and you see how many cases in my 200 case break simulation that the team and hit type was a hit. So basically that means that if you sat through 200 case breaks, you would see 73 of them resulting in a Diamondbacks autograph, okay? 73 cases out of 200. So that's less than half. That's about 3/8 of the cases. For every 8 cases, 3 of them should have a Diamondbacks autograph, and it returned a very decent ROI of 325. If you're buying into a break for one of these teams at that price, at 325, you're overpaying. Just so you know. And you should check out Break Comps on Instagram. I think he's on Twitter too, just to get an idea of how much you should pay for some of these teams in breaks. But if you're paying that much, you're overpaying. But the reason why I offer this to you is because if there is like the availability of the Diamondbacks and it's at this price, on average, when they hit really well. Corbin Carroll has some really good cards in here. And I can probably find some other ones, but I think Alec Thomas and some other ones. But regardless of that, this is the order 1 through 10, and so you just want to see how many cases it hit. And I'm kind of rambling here, but the point here is that use this table, screenshot this table, put it in your phone, and when you're buying into breaks, use it. Just say, okay, I saw the Red Sox and they were listed for $150 for that team. What's my return on investment? Well, it's about 125 when it hits, but it hits in 136 cases. Think about it, that's a lot of cases. That's over half the time. So I'm thinking 5/8 in this case. So for every 8 cases you see, 5 of them should have a Red Sox autograph. So if you have to overpay a little bit, that's okay because your higher probability of hit is there. But then you look at teams like this, the White Sox, they have some good hits here. I think Frank Thomas is in there. There's another guy in a White Sox uniform, but he's not known as a White Sox. I got to think about it for a second. But yeah, 39 cases. That's less than 1/4 of them. So not great. So don't pay $200 for that. Why is it? Oh, did I sort this weird? Yeah, let's sort this by let's sort this in order here. So yeah, so we got one of those celebrity cut autos, and it was only one time. Don't buy into a break for that. So here we go. Now we're in order. So this is 1 through 10 on the top 10 highest ROIs and the number of cases they hit. So this is kind of really indicative of how common some of these cards are. Okay, and I calculate the print runs. I do my very best to do that accurately. So there you go. There's page 2, and there's page 3. So this is teams that hit. It looks like I didn't get any dual autos, or I didn't get any dual autos that are multiple teams. It looks like that's crazy out of the 200 case breaks. So now let's look at ROI by set type. There's only one reason I show this table, and that reason is if you get a card like the 5-star autograph jumbo prime MLB logo patch variant, you probably are like, how much should I list this card for? Because it's an MLB logo patch, logo man kind of thing. Is it really that rare? Is it valuable? Well, in this case, I'm showing you this table so it only hits in 2 out of 200 cases. That's super rare, very hard to hit. If you were to open 200 cases, you might see 2 of those. And the one down from that, baseball royalty red, you might only see 1 of those. That's crazy. So this is it's decently accurate. I think it's there's some give or take to the pack odds here. You have to sometimes some cards make their way in here because of the randomizer. I don't want to just say pull these cards. That would be stupid. That's not how it works. But overall, this is pretty accurate. So I'll go through a couple pages here, and when you go to list your cards on eBay, you're going to look, okay, I was in a break and I hit the 5-star silver signatures red variant. And I think that my card's probably worth about $250. And then you come to my video and you remember watching and you saw that it only hit in 2 out of 200 cases, which makes that card exceptionally rare. And so maybe bump that price up. This is just because the player probably, but if you have a card that's like typically worth $250, but you see that it only hits 1% of the cases, you probably want to bump that up to like, I don't know, $350 maybe. Just give it a shot, see how it goes. So it's kind of a good indicator of how to price your cards on eBay, so do that. There's the first 3 pages. Screenshot that and use that how you want. Now let's just kind of look, we got a lot of player collectors out there. We want to know, who has the most autographs in this set? Well, Bobby Witt Jr. has a ton. He's got over 1,000 autographs, and that it does happen. Corbin Carroll had a few products last year that he had over 1,000 autographs. Sandy Alcantara, we don't see that name very often on here. Votto, Rodriguez, there's some really good names at the top of this list. Typically, when we sort that list by who has the most autographs, it's like all rookies. Because they want the money. Topps pays them, and then they want to sign as many cards as possible. But this is actually really, really good. And Corbin Carroll's all the way down at 511, so he's been up in the thousands for a few products. So that's good. So there's your top 20. I'll go to the next page I'll go to a few pages here, and you can see, who's in this. And then I'll do some sorting. You got Paul Molitor, Robin Yount. That's pretty good. There's some good names in here. I really like this product. I might buy into this myself. If you see anybody in your breaks with my initials, you might know it's me buying into a break with all of the insider information because I made this analysis. Anyway, so there's a couple of those. Let's go back to page 1 and see some of the more popular teams. Like I said, Boston has a lot. So who's on? So we got Carlton Fisk, David Ortiz, Wade Boggs. Look at these names. These are incredible. This is why they're ranked so high in the total product ranking. And I mentioned the White Sox had somebody. Oh, Bo Jackson. They have a Bo Jackson in a White Sox jersey on the card. So you might hit Bo Jackson, which typically goes to the Royals. You might actually get to walk away with that. That'd be pretty cool if you buy the White Sox super cheap. Who else we got? A lot of people like the Yankees. Whoops, hit the caps lock. Lots of Yankees on here. Obviously, we got that Babe Ruth cut auto. Derek Jeter, got a lot of dual autos. Got some of these multi-team things going on here. First baseman. There's just so much going on with this product. Let's do like one more team. See who was at the top. It was the Braves, right? The Braves have a ton. Michael Harris, Spencer Strider has 500 autographs. Max Fried has 500 autographs. Smoltz, Glavin, Chipper Jones. These names, Ronald Acuna has almost 100. There's a ton of great stuff in here. I'll do one more. Let's do the Cubs because that's the team I like. Who do they have? Morel. Yeah, I don't know if I'd buy into this. I might want that Sammy Sosa right there, but he doesn't. Does he have any individuals? Doesn't look like he does. So I might. I don't know. I wouldn't buy the Cubs in this one. Anyway, so that's by player. Now, the rest of the video is going to be all metrics about the product in the simulation. Hopefully you stick around. Please do. Number of cards by team. There they are in order. Top 10 teams, number of cards. I kind of already showed that, so I'm going to skip ahead here. And then number of cards by print run. You know, Fanatics is now offering $500 for every one of one that gets hit in a break on the Fanatics site. Keep that in mind. So if you want to hit one of ones, there's 481 of them in this product. And here's the top 10 teams of one of ones. Yankees, Braves, Cardinals, Phillies, Sox, Mets, Padres, Orioles, Rangers, Reds. That means if you buy those teams and you hit a one of one, like buy the Yankees, they have 40 one of ones in this product. You get $500 from Fanatics for nothing. You didn't even do anything. You just bought into a break. That's pretty awesome. So for one of the cases, I like to show you one case number 200 in the 200 case break simulation. Here's some of the things that you can expect. There should be 16 cards, and you know I did get one of one. It was Bobby Mercer from the Yankees. So look at that. I bought the Yankees in the last break. I didn't buy them. This is simulation, and I hit. So I get $500 from Fanatics. Booyah! So there you go. There's kind of what you can expect. It's sorted by print run. So our lowest print run was there. Let's see, anything great here? I don't know. This case isn't that great. Eddie Murray is pretty good hit. Bobby Witt, pretty good hit. Strider, I'll take that. I got a Walker Buehler already. Don't really need that. So there we go. That's not that great of a case. That kind of sucked. All right. So now for the 200 case breaks. How many one of ones did I get? I got 40 of them. I got 40. So what does that tell you? That means that less than 1/4 of the time you will hit, was that 4/20ths, which is breaks down to 2/10, which is 1/5. So for every 5 cases, there should be a one of one in there. So not rare, but not very common. Every 5 cases. That's what that means. Now let's look at the distribution of ROI. This is return on investment across 20 cases, and it's just by team. So look at the White Sox hit in the very first case, but then they probably don't hit again, I would guess. Diamondbacks doing pretty good. So just look at this. If you got a team in mind that you want to buy, just look at these charts and see. I told you which teams have the most, but what about break by break? How did some of these teams fare over time? So I'll just scroll through this slowly. If you got a team, you got the Padres, just keep your eye on the Padres and see how they go up and down. You like the Royals? Look at the Royals. Whatever you want. Come back and look, screenshot this, use this stuff later, or just keep watching my video over and over and over and over again and give me all those views, which is what matters on YouTube. There you go. That is the ROI by team by break for 20 breaks. That's that. Now what about cards by team during that? So this is similar to the cards by team for the whole checklist, but this is just in the simulation. There's the top 10. Not super important stuff. What about the print runs? I did get 41 of one. 7 of them were for the Yankees. 7 of them. That's really, really good. So, Cubs actually hit 3, so maybe buying the Cubs isn't so bad. So there you go. There's the top 10 for one of ones in the simulation. And here are the results. Obviously, it's the same as the cards by team because there's only one type of card here. That's the top 10. That's it. That is 2023. This video went a little longer than I had anticipated, but thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, blah, 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 all that stuff. Please let me know what you guys want to see. I'll do some more analysis. It'll be fun. 2023 top 5 star baseball. Bye.